This almost looks a little bit too perfect. Why exactly does this fit so well? Wait, actually it doesn't. I really wanted, wait, why is the tail over here? Wait, I actually kind of hate this now. Regardless, this is America if it was flipped. I don't know, I just thought this was kind of an interesting scenario, not gonna lie. But I also think country balls are pretty interesting, so if you want Byzantium, Venice, or the Ottoman Empire, all historical country balls, very big, very red, then head over to makeshift.com by using that first link in the description down below. They will be gone forever very soon. So one of the biggest things this is going to do for the world is now Brazil is not going to be able to just easily hop across the Atlantic Ocean and make it to sub-Saharan Africa, or vice versa. These countries, if a power grows, won't be able to get here. South America is now even more secluded from the rest of the world. Borderline kind of on the same level as like New Zealand and Australia are. I know it might not seem like much because it's just being flipped upside down and mirrored, but this is going to make a big difference because these pixels now that they're going to have to fight through in the Atlantic Ocean, this is a lot more real estate. Also, the biggest and most powerful country in South America is now facing towards the Pacific Ocean, which means they're just going to have to fight and through these islands, and maybe if they're lucky, get to Oceania. New Zealand actually better watch it. The Brazilians are coming. You will be forced to come to Brazil. The US might also struggle a little bit more here depending on what happens with Mexico because they're facing much bigger foes. Chile and Argentina are a little bit bigger, more powerful than Colombia and Venezuela are. This is actually going to make, I think, a pretty big difference. But here we go. Let's see. As the Ukrainian-Russian war continues to kick off, now Saudi Arabia is going after Oman. The UAE just signed an alliance with Iran, and already we do have some things happening. So did Ecuador bring over the Galapagos Islands? I think they did. The Galapagos Islands were not left here, right? No, I don't see them here in the Pacific, so the Galapagos are now out this way. Also, we got rid of the Falklands. Technically, shouldn't have the Falklands been closer to, that would be interesting. How are the Brits supposed to protect the Falklands out here? I guess they'd have to go through the Panama Canal. So for the first time, we have Chile now bordering Trinidad and Tobago. Also, Milei, I'm assuming this is Milei leading Argentina. He could maybe, I guess, take the Panama Canal for himself if he wants. Oh, wait, the Falklands are here. Wow, I almost completely missed that. Here are the Falklands. Well, that's pretty cool. So that is a British puppet. So the Brits now have, well, do they have anything else? Don't they have the British Virgin Islands? Do they exist in the Caribbean in this game? The Brits need to worry about this territory. They're going to have to protect that. It's inevitable that they will annex this one day, and that means that they're going to be bordering Costa Rica. Also, a very unique one, Argentina and Mexico border each other, and these two countries despise each other, if you didn't know. They're not really big fans. There's somewhat of a rivalry there. There's two Falklands. This is a Falkland Island too. What? Well, this is still all the Galapagos. I wish Antarctica was included on this map because how would Argentina and Chile can claim a lot of the Antarctica continent down south, but in this world, it would need to be probably Colombia and Venezuela, no? I'm sure the Americans would love nothing more just to push the Venezuelans as far off the map as humanly possible, although maybe not, because how are they supposed to invade that now? Already, Ukraine has become a puppet to Russia, and Russia has annexed all of the western side. Palestine was also just conquered by Israel. Lots of deaths are continuing to happen. Lebanon was just conquered by Syria, and Qatar was just conquered by Saudi Arabia. Oh, Kuwait's actually getting pretty big. They conquered Kuwait, Qatar, and the UAE. Wow, so Saudi Arabia is not messing around. China and Iraq. Oh, sorry, that's Oman and Iraq that declared. Okay, and now Russia's going after Kazakhstan. This is not good for the world. This is a very aggressive Russia, in fact. The U.S. is slowly beginning their annexation of all of their overseas territories, so the U.S. now physically controls Puerto Rico. This is the 51st state, I guess. Man, there's a lot of wars going on, but I guess that shouldn't be surprising. We start off with almost 200 nations. Finland was just conquered. How was Finland conquered? Oh, by Estonia? That's a crazy one. And now Russia just grabbed up Azerbaijan. They puppeted Kazakhstan. Now they're going to war with Kazakhstan. They also got, oh no, Turkmenistan just has a very similar color. Turkey got Greece, so this is literally the Ottoman Empire. Again, another reason you should check out the Ottoman Empire over at makeshift.com. Or maybe call it Byzantium. I don't know, whichever one you like. Colombia is now fighting both Ecuador and Venezuela at the very same time. Brazil over here is bordering French Polynesia. Now, this is maybe not going to be quite as easy for the Brazilian AI because I'm not sure they're going to want to find themselves in a war with the French, who, mind you, has French Guyana. That is a direct conflict they would have to fight. Brazil is actually cornered off kind of here if they want to escape by the French. More than likely, Brazil is just going to look inward and fight somebody else here in, well, I guess this is all still Latin America, right? There's nothing that says it's not all Latin America. It just got flipped and mirrored. Colombia was successful in conquering Ecuador, which means they grabbed the Galapagos. Yep, that is now Colombian territory. I don't even know if that's the Galapagos, to be honest. It looks really small. There's a couple of wars happening in, wow, Guatemala getting really big, and they're allied to Cuba and Mexico, so that might not fare well for maybe an encroaching Argentina. Now, Argentina already is moving in after Costa Rica, which is very big. They're in a team with Nicaragua. So someone took out Panama. Is Chile involved? No, Chile is our allied to Uruguay. This map is really making me like get a migraine. It's so weird looking at like a reverse map. Oh, U.S. and Mexico are at war. And now Chile is at war. They're trying to eat up some islands. Did Mexico just lose their wait? Oh, I think Cuba died instantly to the USA, and now Mexico's getting their revenge on the USA for taking out their buddy, I guess. Brazil is now going after Colombia. Colombia is struggling because they don't want to fight the UK, apparently. They don't want to go after this secondary fight. Isn't this supposed to be the Sandwich Islands? And Argentina has made their way through Central America. They're not bordering Guatemala, and Chile has grabbed one of the Caribbean islands. I'm just really curious. I'm more curious about what happens in North America. Oh, did Mexico just run out of money? Let's see if Mexico survives this. This would be very interesting if they don't make a peace deal right now. Someone just declared war on Mexico, in fact. Sorry, on the USA. That was an island, or maybe Puerto Rico wanted to gain land. Wow, Mexico's really just going to die right now, aren't they? Nope, no, they peaced out just barely. Brazil took out Colombia, so there's less players down here than ever before. As the U.S. gets big, so does Brazil, a pretty big rival. This is going to be harder for the U.S. to come down here and fight Brazil. Just waiting for that Brazilian-French war that's inevitable. Whoa, what happened to Germany? Belgium took over the Netherlands and all of Germany. That's a crazy one. Oh, and also Iran is taking a lot of land away from Turkey. Pretty big Afghanistan, who took out their northern neighbor, I think it's Tajikistan and Pakistan. Thailand has kind of formed a ASEAN alliance in a way, but they are fighting Malaysia. And North Korea has united this peninsula. Finally, no more K-pop. Interesting seeing the lack of friendships going down here in South America. There's not that many, and also they're only allied to each other. They're not extending much beyond this flipped South America. And Chile has grabbed even more islands. That means that they now can fight Cape Verde if they want. Tanzania was just conquered by Mozambique. Oh, a lot of action is taking place inside of Africa. Now, Africa's a key continent for South America and the Americas as a whole. There's always a great power that grows here, but it does take time usually. Whoa, that's a big Poland. That's not any just big Poland. That's getting a massive Poland. They actually managed to take Kazan. Where's Moscow at? And they pieced out. Wow, this is actually Polish borders right now. Wow, why are the Baltics so strong? Lithuania then takes out Sweden? All right, Latvia, I think you know. Oh, well, you're puppeted to Estonia, but are you puppeted? You're a Russian puppet, my bad. I was going to say, what you need to do, Latvia, is now take out Belarus, and then all three of you guys get a huge dub. Our flipped America is inevitably only going to have a couple of great powers. Out of South America, it's only going to be probably Brazil, Argentina, and Chile. They're the only ones that can control coastlines, and they are expanding. And then the other part, the normal part of America, it's the USA and Canada. Those are the two potential big powers here. Outside of that, I mean, honestly, who knows? Ooh, India took a pretty huge loss to Bhutan. Look at how big Bhutan got. Did Australia? Oh, Australia's puppeting Papua New Guinea. That's a hard one to say for me for some reason. And Chile is entering into Africa. We have a war now between Belgium and Czechia. Maybe Czechia is going to end the reign of the evil chocolate people. Who is this? Oh, Tunisia, who's been puppeted. There's a lot of yellow that's forming here in the Middle East between Syria and Iran. The Brits still just chilling here with the Falklands. And Chile has made it into Africa. They just took out, who was this? Mauritania? Now it's between Sudan and Syria because Sudan took out all of Egypt. And now the Chileans are going in after Mali. Ooh, look at Bulgaria take it to Turkey. They just kind of stopped short of Ankara, but this is still pretty good. Serbia is now going after the Greece-controlled Turkish land. Wait, no, reverse that. My bad. Chile now fighting Sierra Leone after they already took a big chunk out of Burkina Faso, I think. Still no alliances for the Canada and the... Why are they being so awkward? And there goes Turkey, helped destroyed by Iran and Bulgaria. They were working together. Europe is pretty split down the middle, at least the heart of Europe between Czechia and Belgium. Oh yeah, there's no Switzerland either. There's more and more great powers growing out of Africa. Angola looks big. Chad looks... Oh my gosh, look at that team that right here. Okay, so they might be feeling threatened by the invading Chilean force. And now Venezuela is moving in after Guyana. They should definitely get that. And Argentina is going in after Mexico. Will they take Mexico City, though? So now we have, for the first time ever, Argentina... I think for the first time ever. I'm not 100%. Argentina is now bordering Mexico. Sorry, not Mexico, the USA. Venezuela took out Guyana. Now they're going in after Suriname next. And Brazil is finally fighting France, not only for French Guyana. Oh, they kicked them out of French Guyana. Okay, so the French are no longer, they don't have to worry about them, at least in South America, which is the southern part of South America. Oh, they're also fighting the Brits over here in Falklands. They're trying to push through the Pacific Ocean down here, which French Polynesia was, in fact. Here goes Chile fighting all these African nations. And there is now a war between Argentina and the USA. Brazil has pieced out. Oh, they did steal the Falklands away from the UK. Wait, did Brazil literally puppet the UK? I forgot that crazy, that insanity does happen because they're down here in South America. And the Argentinians have taken up a lot of modern-day Mexico. They're even trying to move across the Gulf of Mexico, which I guess is now the Gulf of Argentina. It's not even the Gulf of America. And then Chile, damn, that's a bigger and bigger spot. So I guess, oh, they've allied. Oh, all these 4 powers have allied because they see the writing on the wall. There's these 4 great powers that are growing. Oh, Chile's now going after Peru. Oh, wow, Liberia is getting really big. That's crazy, and they're going to get even bigger now. Look at these borders that Argentina has managed to form somehow. From Argentina in northern South America, this is the northern side of South America. They have all of Central America, and then basically all of normal Mexico. They just need the northern states. More and more powers are growing out of Africa, which is going to slow down Chile more than likely. And look at the messy situation that's played out in Europe. I can't even begin to explain this one. So this is Italy going after Czechia. France took out all of Iberia briefly. Moldova is the biggest force here in the Balkans. And Poland just grabbed Turkey. Russia's just sitting in the wings, just waiting to strike, I'm sure. Ooh, Australia is they're struggling against the French. Argentina and Chile are officially working together. Now, Brazil actually successfully annexing the UK territory, that might be a little bit different. They just need to try to annex this territory, and then they can get their way to Africa. Chile might be the one to destroy Liberia over this way. Is this Spain? Oh my gosh, we have father and son fighting. Chile and Spain. Spain really only exists in the Canaries. France trying to get their revenge on Italy, and it looks like they're going to be able to do that. And the I thought they did the annex. They haven't done the annexation just yet. Oh, but they're seizing land. Okay, so that is happening. Brazil has officially made it inside of Europe, and they did annex this puppet. Whoa, that's a huge force. That's a huge team that just formed. For now, we'll see if the alliance holds, but that's massive in South Africa. Bolivia looks like they're going to be going down soon. And America has puppeted Chile. Oh no, maybe they can get their freedom if the US and Canada start fighting. Brazil's finally ended Bolivia. And now we have Brazil versus Argentina. This could be bad. With the help of Paraguay, okay, they peaced out. Oh, Brazil now fighting a 2-front war against Peru and Venezuela at the same time. This is what Argentina needs if they want to survive. And now Chile is involved in the war a little bit. This is a back and forth. Meanwhile, Argentina is going after the USA. France still has a really strong hold over Western Europe. Brazil just got Scotland. They're just here in Scotland, that's it. England got their independence, I guess. Oh, a dual front war here with the USA. Statistically, Russia and Canada and the USA, but Brazil is 5th. This is all in terms of land area. Then it is Argentina. Look at that. Chile probably has a long way to go because Chile is just long and skinny. Oh, they got friends in Italy, though. Uh-oh, is the U.S. going to take out Canada? That is very, very, very bad news for Argentina if that happens. Dang, that pink just continues to go all around. Pink, they actually puppeted Italy. There's only 82 nations left. And Brazil has taken out Uruguay, so one less member in South America. This big old alliance kind of broke apart. Chile, Brazil, and Paraguay are actually all working together. Canada again going for the kill. Oh, we just lost we lost an island. No, the Polish Empire is collapsing. Poland actually got the eastern half of Iran somehow. And Chile has landed in the Dominican Republic. Oh boy, Russia's getting deep inside of it from Kaliningrad apparently. Really causing a big divide in Europe. Now they just grabbed Haiti, so it's Chile that reunited the island of Hispaniola. We really need to figure out what's going to happen in North America. That's going to tell us everything we need to know about this campaign. Will the U.S. win out? Will the Canadians win out? Will Argentina come out here and help them? Well, they also need to worry about the Chileans because the Chileans now border the U.S. as well in the Bahamas. So Canada did lose their capital, so maybe it's the U.S. that comes out on top. The thing is, Argentina doesn't have any friends. That's kind of a problem. Chile's got friends, though, but they're a little bit distracted by Africa. Meanwhile, the bigger powers in the world, like Russia and China, they're kind of chilling, but Russia's the very big threat. Oh, wow, look at that big old green sedan. U.S. once again trying to push out Argentina. Argentina, I swear, you gotta ally to Canada. I feel like this strategy is very simple. Oh, they're actually going to cut off Chile, I think. Poland fighting for their life. They're the only ones that can defeat the Russians, I think. Another war to take back. Argentina had actually gotten all of Texas. Oh, Chile's going to have to fight this. The Libyan Federation, which has formed a massive wall. Oh, there goes another Central American nation. And Brazil is in South America. That means that Brazil is on 3 other continents now. They are obviously in South America, but they're also in Europe and Africa. Yeah, everyone's just trying to get rid of the invading force of Chile. Oh my goodness, everyone's after Argentina. Okay, well, they survived it. They did survive it. Oh, it's because they puppeted Paraguay. That's huge. North Korea with some advancements on China. What the heck? North Korea is allied to Japan? How the hell did that happen? That's a weird one, but I guess Japan's got to be friends with somebody in the Korean Peninsula. This Libyan Federation stretches all the way up to Nordic lands. Oh, it's beginning to break apart now, though. It's really just Chile and Brazil working together to defeat the Argentinians. Again, Argentina still has no friends. Nobody likes Argentina. Meanwhile, Venezuela and Peru are working together. The U.S. is actually friends now with Canada. Oh, Chile has Florida. Oh, the U.S. just ran out of money. Oh, this is not good. How far are they going to get to D.C.? Making more advancements. They're actually making more advancements than Argentina did. Brazil's in 4th place. We do have, 6th place in Argentina. Chile's about to pass. Oh, I think they just did. Turns out Chile just needed to be in the north of South America for them to do anything. I guess that could be said about mainly these 3 nations. Brazil really does not want to fight France over here. I don't really know why. I mean, I guess France is doing okay. Oh, actually, they're literally reforming the Napoleonic Empire, so never mind. Screw you, Drew. You are dumb. That's a scary-looking France. North Korea controls half of China, all the valuable parts of China, too. Chile was so close to getting to D.C., this battle for America is getting more and more interesting. And are you guys teaming up? They are teaming up. It's a 3-way faction. Finally, all 3 of these nations. Oh my goodness. Is the U.S. going to run out of money again, though? It might be close. It's a pretty close combat efficiency. Because they're fighting all needs to happen is Canada to backstab the U.S. and they're probably going down. And they are about to run out of money unless Chile and Argentina run out of money first. Argentina, they had to peace out. He had to peace out for Argentina. Algeria is free, allied to Italy. Yemen's taking over a lot of Saudi Arabia. Brazil trying to finally eliminate Peru. It's been a minute. And they did. They actually putted Peru. And look at that. It is a complete team. This is a very complete team. They're ready to take on the entire world, apparently. Oh, Brazil got kicked out. Oh, Brazil's actually in Norway. Holy crap. That's crazy. They jumped from Scotland to Norway. They're also feeding each other money. Wow, look at this Latin American unification here. All these teammates working together. This is amazing. Oh, they also have a lot of puppets. I'm sure the USA is just trying to gain more and more money. Oh, it's too late. They're going to war right now. Chile really expanding this front. Oh, they are so close. Okay, they got D.C. Now the capital has been moved to New York City. U.S. is not looking good, but unless Canada backstabs them, they might stay alive for a little bit. They have Alaska, of course. Man, Brazil's getting fed by so many different puppets all around. I'm sure that really helps them a lot in their cause. How long is this team going to continue to be a thing? This is actually incredible to see. The Brazilian frontier, that is literally what they have formed. That's a scary nation. Now, statistically, this does not form one individual country, so the statistics don't change at all here. Did Canada just unite? No, they puppeted France. Man, there's a really big Czechia in Europe. North Korea, again, trying to take out all of China. There's multiple fronts happening in Africa as Latin America is just, wow, they are literally, I was literally just going to say gangbanging Africa. I don't know. It's just multiple fronts. I don't know what else to say. That was a crazy metaphor, but there was just multiple things. I'm just going to shut up now. It really feels like Chile is doing so much better in the war against the U.S. Argentina just continues to lose land. Again, Czechia grows bigger and bigger. They are now the force to defend against Russia. South America is pretty, Equatorial Guinea was puppeted briefly there for a second. They're trying to fight for their freedom now. Wait, what happened to Micronesia? What the? Micronesia took over the Japanese? That's crazy. It's only Angola left, and they're literally being smashed in on all sides. That means Libya, who's in Libya does still exist in Northern Africa, though. Bam, they're gone. That's because they are puppeted to Brazil. Maybe there is something because these capitals are now so far away for the rest of the world to get. Maybe that's keeping them at a good advantage. China just took out basically all of Southeast Asia. Again, Argentina cannot fight. It's literally all Chile. Okay, well now they're both kind of struggling. Is this the Brazilians? That's Algeria. Never mind. Is there going to be a unification? That's the question. Now, there's very high loyalty to this alliance, medium loyalty for Argentina, and high loyalty for Chile. They're liking this Brasilia frontier. Oh my gosh, their font literally is in Africa now. Oh, but they're having to fight this massive force with Russia over here. So there's a lot of the remaining African nations. Oh, did they just puppet Syria? I don't even know what's going on, but the countries are all individual. Wow, there's way too much green. Way too much green. Again, it is literally the fault of Argentina why the U.S. hasn't fallen yet. Where's their capital even at? Oh, the alliance broke down. Canada lost a bunch of land. I mean, if Canada takes what remains of the U.S., I think that would be a pretty smart move. That would be a huge power. Holy crap, big old Syria. Canada kind of controls land all around the world right now. Wow, bam, look at India. India has not done anything, but now even Afghanistan has joined these Commonwealth. It's a huge battle for Africa and a battle for North America at the very same time. Also, the Algerians are in the faction. That's why it shares a very... It was confusing because I know Algeria starts this green. The Canberra Republic, which is between Indonesia and Australia. Oh, that literally just broke down. Oh, I think New Zealand's dead. The Brazilians have made it over to New Zealand. Brazil is in third place, and then it's Chile, and then Argentina is falling more and more. U.S. gaining land. Canada has just been puppeted by the Brazil. Oh, it's by the Russians. Oh no, that can't be good. The United New Delhi, with China's help, China and India and Afghanistan all working together with Czechia out here. Czechia is still going. This is amazing. Man, they just cannot beat the USA, can they? Look at how many people have joined this. It's India, it's China, it's Micronesia, it's Australia, it's, and that's it. And with the help of Czechia, okay, China's already fighting for their freedom, and they got it. Is this it? Is it finally over? No, the US is still going. Canada is still a puppet to the Russians, I believe. Wait, they are not a puppet to the Russians. They are actually a part of the Brazilian faction. Oh, but Chile just left that faction. Oh, the faction just collapsed completely. What the hell is even happening here? So Russia and India now teaming up to fight China. China's just trying to get their coastline back. Argentina versus Chile. The South Americans are still fighting again. Oh boy, this is going to be an interesting one because they're both so close to each other's capitals. Chile's big and it's fighting Brazil, huge in Africa. They're also fighting Argentina over this way. Canada controls most of North America now. Canada might help get the kill over Argentina to give Chile all this land. Big old Czechia. Kabul Commonwealth with Australia and Afghanistan. Oh, there it is. Chile has just puppeted Argentina. The big threat, though, is going to be Canada. Oh, my goodness. They popped through a bunch of Brazil right now. And there they go. Argentina is finally dead. I think Canada just ran out of money. And I guess so did Russia. Oh, China's getting all of this. So there goes Russia, which actually makes Canada a little bit more powerful. And there goes Cable. Chile versus Brazil once again. Oh, and they've entered Brasilia. They've entered Salvador. My goodness, it's happening. There's only 9 nations left. Canada, what are you doing in Asia, bro? Man, they really do not like China, do they? Okay, so there goes China. Almost Australia is dead, too. Oh, yep, Australia's out of money. Rip Australia. And the invade... Oh, Czechia just got puppeted. It's all Chile. Always possibly has been, I guess. At least in this universe, where South America's flipped. Who is that? Is that Brazil? I didn't even know Brazil was still around. I forgot about that. They still have to get the job done. They did puppet Czechia. I don't think that's gonna... Oh, they got their freedom. But not for long. Wow, Chile, I guess I always believed in you. You just need to be way closer to, I guess, the center of the globe. I mean, I know this is like a dumb, like, meme, shitpost, basically, mod, but I do think things changed drastically for nations like Argentina and Chile just being closer to the rest of the Northern Hemisphere, where there's just a lot more stuff. Don't forget to check out Makeshift.com before the Ottomans, Venice, and Byzantium are gone forever. DruuuWu Labubu. Drew's AI girlfriend. Luxembourg lover. Lore track. William. Never change Drew. Unless you want to. Nolan. Alexander the Terrible. Nord Tyrol. Miglu the Goat. King Bear Hayes. Connor Pavlik. Frederick Tiblin. And Tamron. To all my Patreon subscribers this month, thank you. If you want your name here, check the description down below.